Woof.
Okay, so there are two new devblogs that are out. This first one actually came out on September 29th, being sick as of late, and you'll hear that in my voice, so I apologize for that. But you will see that this is about changes to test ships. So this came out on the 29th, and then there is another new devblog that has come out today, August 2nd, which may be more interesting based on the title I saw. Now, I'm pretty much reading through these cold. I have not previewed anything other than the title, so we're going to see what this looks like. So the first one here, changes to public test ships, again from September 29th, and based on testing results, Wargaming is applying changes to the Yumihari, the Adatara, the Tsurugi, and the Picardie. Now, the first three are going to be those new Japanese battle cruisers. And the last one is the new, I believe the French battleship Picardie is like the Tier 8 Lyon, more or less, kind of, sort of. So let's see what that looks like. We'll start off with the Japanese battleship Yumihari here. All right, so this is the Tier 8 battleship, and what they're doing is they are increasing the rotation time of the turrets from 35 to 45 seconds. Now that's interesting for a battle cruiser. The thing is, though, is I would not depict these battle cruisers as being necessarily close-in brawlers, so it's not that big of a deal. But that's a pretty significant nerf. I mean, you're almost, what, almost 30% worse. But it fits with the fits in with the Japanese flavor that they have, because the Japanese and the British, I believe, are two of the worst ship lines for turret traverse. Next, they changed the characteristics of the spotting aircraft with high precision optics. Okay, so this is your dead-eye spotting aircraft. That's what this one is. Okay. So bonus to maximum main battery shell dispersion decreased from minus 20% to minus 10%. That's probably a good idea, but it's still at 10%. I think that's still about where the Deadeye skill was. So you still got a pretty good buff there when you're doing these. Also, the consumable action time is decreased from 65 to 55 seconds. So it's not up that long. You're only going to get 2 shots from it. Why? So it's almost like having a funny button that says your next 2 salvos will have 10% better dispersion. I mean, you could have done the same thing with that, more or less, and just said, press a funny button, and that gives you, better dispersion on your next 2 shots. So there you have it. So pretty good size nerfs there on this. So apparently they saw what a lot of people expected them to see, is that these things were probably turning into absolute Dev Strike and Citadel machines. So that makes sense. Okay, Tier 9 Japanese battleship or battle cruiser Adatara changed the characteristics of the spotting aircraft with high precision optics. So once again, the exact same changes. Cut the dispersion in half and reduce the action time by 10 seconds. So very nice, very good. That's a good change in my opinion, because I think they were a little too far. I think they gifted a little too much change to these to start with. So that's good that they were noticing that. Good job, Wargaming. Tier 9 Japanese battleship Tsurugi. Main battery turn time decreased from 45 to 36 seconds. So it's interesting, and this actually makes sense to increase it on the battleship with the high precision optics, decrease it on the one that doesn't have it. They also improved accuracy parameters of main guns. Okay. Now they are identical to those of Azuma and Yoshino. Okay, so they're giving these things battle, not, why would I say this? Super heavy cruiser dispersion. Wonder what the difference in that is. We may have to look at that. So let's look at this other one though. French battleship Picardie, Tier 8. Main battery reload time increased from 25 to 27 seconds. Shell ballistics changed. Firing arcs will now be flatter. So you've got either less drag or a faster shell. Not sure how they accomplished the flatter arc. But basically flatter arc, little less DPM. Okay. That's interesting with this Tier 9 battleship. And the Azuma or the Yoshi. Let me check something here. Let's go to our ship filter tool. And so we're looking at the Tsurugi. All right, there's your Tsurugi. And they're saying that they're going to give this Azuma and Yoshino. Let's see if it's already updated. We're going to bring up the Azuma and Yoshino, and we're going to look at the main battery, and we're going to look right over here at the so they've already updated it in this list here, I believe. You've got a 2.05 sigma, which is really good. And yeah, you're talking about 129 meter. Now this is normalized to 12 kilometers, mind you. This is normalized to 12 kilometers, so don't get crazy about these numbers. You're talking about, as a matter of fact, since these numbers are normalized, let's move them out a little closer to maximum range. 18 is a little bit under the maximum range of the Azuma. So, but you're talking about a horizontal dispersion of 186, vertical dispersion. Now, in that case, the battleship still has by far the worst vertical dispersion. So I'm assuming they're not going to improve the vertical dispersion, but I don't know. But you've got that 2.05 sigma. That's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. So, okay. Well, that's it. That's the first devblog from September 29th. Changes to test ships. So basically, you're getting a little bit of a nerf on the Picardie, I believe. You're getting a buff on the Tier 9 Japanese battlecruiser Tsurugi with better accuracy and quicker turret turn time. But you're getting a nerf on the Tier 8 and 9, the Yumihari and the Adatara, because you're getting the high precision optic spotting aircrafts are getting the amount of precision nerfed, cut in half, and 10 seconds taken off of the action time. So those are both nerfs to that which were needed, as well as the Tier 8 ship gets a 10-second nerf to the turret turn time. So there you go. That is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see notifications of future videos, just ring the bell. Until next time, Tater Dawg says, woof.